From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Tisha Bader.
I'm Tisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, October the 17th, 2017. Israel today laid out specific conditions it says must be met before it conducts any diplomatic negotiations with a Palestinian unity government. As we reported to you last week, rival Palestinian factions Fatah and Hamas signed a unity agreement in Cairo, Egypt, with Hamas agreeing to hand over administrative control of Gaza to the Palestinian Authority. But it remains unclear what role the terror group would play and what would happen to its military wing. Israel released guidelines today that Hamas must follow before any talks can take place. They are recognition of the State of Israel and a stop to all terrorist activities in accordance to the guidelines set forth by the diplomatic quartet facilitating the Middle East peace process, the disarming of Hamas's military infrastructure, the return of the fallen Israeli soldiers and civilians currently being held by Hamas in Gaza, full security control of the Gaza Strip, including all border crossings handed over to the Palestinian Authority, the severing of all ties between Hamas and Iran, and that all humanitarian needs of Gaza residents be facilitated through the Palestinian Authority. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu released the conditions today after the Prime Minister's cabinet meeting. A German Holocaust denier was sentenced yesterday to 6 months in jail. 88-year-old Ursula Haverbeck received the jail term for repeated Holocaust denial, which is against the law in Germany. Haverbeck has called the Holocaust, quote, the biggest and most sustainable lie in history, and has also denied any existence of gas chambers at the Auschwitz death camp. She was sentenced yesterday by a court in Berlin. Haverbeck has been convicted and sentenced to prison before for writing articles denying the Holocaust and for inciting hate, but she has appealed and never has served any actual jail time. She said she would appeal this sentence as well. The Associated Press reports that Israel Aerospace Industries is partnering with a Korean company to make advanced drones. The joint venture is with Korean company Hankook Carbon. The two signed an agreement today in Seoul, forming a new company called Korea Aviation Technologies. It will develop unmanned aircraft with vertical takeoff and landing capabilities. The state-owned Israel Aerospace is one of the world leaders in drone technology. Israeli race car driver Alon Day was named champion of NASCAR's European Series on Sunday, making him the first Israeli to win a NASCAR tournament. Day, who was named Israel's Athlete of the Year last year, climbed out of his car and waved the Israeli flag in victory on Sunday after clinching the title at the Whelen Euro Series in Belgium. Filming is underway this month in Argentina for a new movie depicting the story of the capture by Israeli Mossad agents of infamous Nazi Adolf Eichmann. Operation Finale stars Academy Award winner Ben Kingsley as Eichmann. It chronicles his life after the Holocaust when he escaped to Buenos Aires and the Mossad operation to capture him. The film also stars French-Jewish actress Melanie Laurent, who plays one of the lead Mossad agents. Well, an iconic Israeli hat will be part of an exhibit in New York City on the impact of clothing on the world. The Kova Tembel, roughly translated as fool's hat, in essence a bucket hat, is among the 111 items in the Museum of Modern Art's new exhibit, Items is Fashion Modern, which looks at clothing that has had a strong impact on the world in the 20th and 21st centuries and continues to hold currency today. Israeli fashion historian and curator Ya'ara Kedar proposed the classic Israeli hat after being contacted by the exhibit's curator. The kippah, or yarmulke, is also included among the items of the exhibit. Consul General of Israel in New York, Dani Dayan, called the inclusion of the Israeli hat another source of Israeli pride in New York. The exhibit at MoMA runs through the end of January. And taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, October the 17th at 7 o'clock, Rahima Abdul-Alim, Imam Mohammed Magid, and Rabbi David Wolpe of the Muslim Jewish Advisory Council talk about how they are advocating together on issues of common concern. That's from the American Jewish Committee's Global Forum 2017. At 8, Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sachs and Imam Abdullah Antepli discuss civility and difference and the power of religion and interfaith relations with Professor Ellen Davis at the Center for Jewish Studies at Duke University. At 9, it's part 2 of Mark Golub's discussion with Bar Ilan Professor Mordechai Kedar on L'chaim, and at 10, episode 3 of the award-winning Israeli TV series A Touch Away. And coming up right after this newscast tonight at 6:30, Mark Golub speaks with Executive Director of the Washington Institute for Near East Policy, Robert Satloff, on In the News. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, October the 17th, 2017. I'm Tisha Bader.